All right, we are back with another video. Super excited for today. We are continuing our series that we just started on this week in Yu-Gi-Oh, where we're looking at one piece of news that came out, breaking that down. And today we're looking at the announcement of the Megatins and also the announcement or the reveal of some of the quarter century rares, breaking that down as well. We're going to be looking at three things about the Megatins that I don't think a lot of people are talking about or realizing, so we're going to unpack that a little bit as well. In the next couple videos coming out, I'm excited because there's new sets coming out that we need to talk about. The first is the Legendary Collection, the 25th anniversary. We're going to be doing a case opening of that. We're going to be breaking that set down. Should you buy it? What should you be buying? If you are buying, should you buy pre-sales? All that stuff coming out in new videos soon. In addition to that, you've got Cyberstorm Access right around the corner. Case opening of that. Should you buy pre-sales or should you buy sealed? What pre-sales should you buy if you're buying them? All that stuff. This channel is dedicated to helping Yu-Gi-Oh players buy cards smarter. That's what we want to do. That's what we're doing. So my name is Todd from Kotu Cards, and we are at 95 subscribers. We are 5 away. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Let's get up there. Let's make it happen. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing a really nice giveaway, probably on the video that comes out on Monday, assuming we pick up 5 more subscribers before Monday, which I assume that we will. So what we're doing is we're looking at the 25th anniversary tin Dueling Heroes, which, you know, for a while, we weren't sure that tins were actually going to come out or not because they weren't being revealed. They weren't being talked about. The series of tins had already ended. Were they going to do tins for the 21st or 25th year, or were they going to do something else? And part of that is because they have moved away from a variety of sets that we've become used to, like the gold set was not there last year. Ghost from the Past 3, not announced. Legendary Duelist, Season 4, not been announced. So it does seem as though they are moving in a different direction. We weren't sure if tins were a part of that new direction or not, but they are. So super excited. We're going to be getting tins. Everybody loves the tins. So there's 3 things that I think that are something that we need to consider in these tins. Questions that we need to be asking. So I'm going to bring up the announcement of the tins, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go through it, but we're going to stop at 3 particular places because I think these things are really important and things that people need to be talking about. So let me bring that up. And here we are. We are on the announcement of the tins. All right. So it's not coming out until September. So you've got a long time until these actually come out. But let me bring up a couple things in here. And the first thing that we see on here is that we were told that there will be 16 quarter century rares in here, and that there'll be the 16 cards that are displayed on the tin. And then you actually got a picture of half of the tin, which gives you 8 quarter century rares, starting with the Dark Magician right over here. And then you got Exodia, you got Red Eyes, you got Rainbow, you got Cyber Dragon, Neos. You also have Firewall, and I think this is Salomon Great over here. So you got 8 of them. And once these 8 were revealed, people lost their minds. Like, did you not expect that these would be the kinds of cards that are going to be quarter century rare? I mean, did you really think that we were going to get like triple tactics or pot of prosperity or any other, major card that's being played in the meta? No, I mean, these are the cards that are going to be quarter century because what this is it's a celebration of Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the last 25 years. What are the big cards over 25 years? Over the last 25 years? Well, these. So, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. I expect these to be the quarter century rares. In addition to that, you're getting one free as a promo in every single tin. So of course they're not going to give you like pot of prosperity and triple tactics because you're getting them in every tin. Do you know how many tins I bought last year? I don't either because I can't count that high. I have a closet full of tins, empty tins over there that I use to, as boxes to send people cards. I bought so many tins. Do you know how many quarter century rares I'm going to have this year? Probably more than 500. Maybe more than 600-700. Maybe 800. I'm going to have a ton of these things. And of course they're going to be the major cards that played a part in Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the years. I don't know why people are losing their minds over this. Now, we only know half of them. I suspect that if you were to take this box and turn it around and be able to see the other half, which we will at some point, what you're going to see is you're going to see the kind of same type of cards being revealed as quarter century rares. They're the cards that were major cards in throughout the 25 years. It's not a promise that you're going to get meta cards in the quarter century rare spot. So that's the first thing that I want to talk about. That this is what you should have expected. And I don't understand why players are losing their minds over this. Now I do think that you'll have a chance to get more meta-relevant quarter-century cards in sets like Duelist Nexus or the next battle set that's coming out. You have a better chance, but not in the tins. And particularly not when you're guaranteed one in every single tin. I still think these are fantastic. I want to have one of every one of them. I'm going to have one of every one of them. I'm just going to collect them all. And I think a lot of people are going to do that. I'm not surprised by this. I don't think that you should be surprised by this. And I can't understand the player base that's angry and disappointed in this. This is what you should have expected. Now, you move on from there, and I want to bring you down to something else that was revealed. And the this thing that was revealed, everybody's super excited about this, and I'm not sure that you should be. But what was revealed was, in addition to a quarter century rare in every tin, you're going to get 2 prismatic secret rares in every tin. And everybody got super excited about that because recency bias. And what recency bias is that whatever recently happened, that's going to continue to happen. Or that was the best. Now, I don't think that this is necessarily great news. So if you go back to last year's tins, every good card was a prismatic secret rare, and you only got one of them. And as a result, they were harder to get. And so the idea that you're going to get 2 makes everybody think, well, all the hard cards are going to be twice as easy to get. or all the really good cards are going to be twice as easy to get. I don't think that you should come to that conclusion so quickly. Go back to the 2021 Megatins, and most of the prismatic secret rares were not the chase cards. If you go back and you look at that, what were the chase cards? Cross-out Designator. That was a huge chase card. If you remember, that card was selling for $100. It wasn't secret. It was Ultra. What else was a chase card in there? Triple Tactics Talent. Ultra. What else? Zeus. Ultra. What else? Nadir Servant. Ultra. And if you look at that set, almost all of the good cards were Ultra Rares. They weren't prismatic secret rares. Now, you did have Ice Dragon's Prison, which was a chase card. You did have Ecclesia, which was a chase card, and they were both secret rares. If you were a Tri-Brigade player, Revolt was a secret rare. If you wanted the Adamantipator's, Signs was a secret rare. But for the most part, the really big chase cards were ultra rares. So now in this new set, you're getting two, in the new tins, you're getting two prismatic secret rares, two ultra rares, one super rare, and one rare. Do you think that it is beneath Konami to make some, if not a lot, of the chase cards super rare, in which you're only getting one? The super rares are going to be the hardest cards to get in the tins this year because you're only getting one super rare. Is it beneath Konami to downgrade some of the chase secret rare cards that came out this year, and instead of making them secret again or making them ultra, they slide them into the super rare spot? I don't think so. I think you could have some really good cards that everybody wants that are coming in at super rare, and as a result, they're hard to get. And as I say in my videos, it's not how shiny the card is that makes the card valuable. It's how hard it is to pull. So you just go back and you look at some of the rares in the tins, because rares are always hard to pull because you only get one of them. So you go back, you look at Branded in Red. Well, Branded in Red was a rare in last year's tin, and because of it was hard to get. In addition to that, it was short printed. That card, I think, right now is $5 card. It's not shiny at all. It's not a holo at all. It's just a rare, but it's hard to get. And that's what gives it its value, that it's hard to get. And I think, Konami could slide some of, now I'm not saying they're going to do this with every good card, but some of the good cards could end up being super rares, and as a result, they're going to be twice as hard to pull. So, be careful when Konami starts messing around with the different types of cards you're going to be getting, because all that means is they could be sliding the good cards in different spots. I'm not saying they are, but they could. So let's move on from there, and you go down and you get to the last thing that I want to talk about. And the last thing that I want to talk about are the sets that are going to be in the tins this year. So right here, they tell you you're going to get Battle of Chaos, Dimension Force, Darkwing Blast, Tactical Masters, and Grand Creators. All really good sets. All sets that people are interested in having reprints in. But they always put, at the end of this, they always put and more. Now, one set that's missing from here is Power of the Elements. It's not listed in here, but it could easily be in the and more. And it makes sense that Konami would not list it here and would include it in the and more. Why? Why does it make sense? Well, it makes sense because they ran an unlimited version of Power of the Elements. So if they were to list Power of the Elements in here, nobody's going to buy that unlimited version of Power of the Elements. So leaving it in the and more spot enables them to continue selling the unlimited version of Power of the Elements, while they could also keep Power of the Elements in the tins. Now, I'm actually hoping that they only print some of Power of the Elements in the tins, because I really don't want the Tearlament cards, because they're kind of useless at this point. Nobody wants them and they're not worth anything. So you're going to get the field spell that everybody would have wanted before, but now it's not worth anything. But could they just print the sprite cards in here? I hope so. Or could they just print, some of the generic cards in here? I hope so. I hope they do. They left open the possibility. And what I want to bring up is, just because they're not listed on here, do not make the assumption that Power of the Elements will not have cards in here. I expect Power of the Elements to have at least some cards in here. At least, that's my hope. I think that's realistic. I think that's more than feasible. And you can understand why they would not have included Power of the Elements in here. As an overview of the tins, very, very early, I think these have potential to be fantastic tins. I hope they bring some OCG imports into them, maybe some TCG exclusives being revealed in the tins. If they do that and they reprint a couple other strange cards or cards that we need, I think these tins could be a home run. I am seriously considering investing big time into the tins based on what I see and what could be here. But those are three things that I wanted to bring up that I don't think many people are talking about. And that is that Power of the Elements very well could be in here. That just because they're giving you 2 prismatic secret rares does not mean all the good cards are going to be prismatic secret rare, and they're going to be twice as easy to pull. And as far as the quarter century rares, you can probably expect the back side of that box to look very similar to the front side of that box, with these cards being, just nostalgic cards that were big in the game over the 25 years. That's what I got for you on the Megatins. We're gonna come out with another video tomorrow, looking at something I can't remember, but we've got something great coming out. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards. Subscribe to the channel. Get us over 100 subscribers. Let's go. My name is Todd. I'm out of here.